A long time ago, in a galaxy not so far away, the Tamagotchi invasion began. Get ready for a new chapter. I'm Fred Fishkin with another Techstination interview, and with us is Bandai America brand strategist Trish Garrett. Thanks for taking the time, Trish.
Of course, Fred. Thanks for having me.
And you are here to talk about a brand new collaboration bringing together Tamagotchi and Star Wars.
Yes.
So let's start about what this experience is going to be like.
Yes, this is an epic collaboration. You could say it is a banner year for both Tamagotchi and Lucasfilm. Bandai's Tamagotchi brand is celebrating 25 years. Lucasfilm is celebrating 50 this year. And in this banner year for both brands, we have this first-time collaboration for the first Star Wars R2-D2 Tamagotchi. You're kind of seeing the packaging in front of you, but I do want to give you a close-up look because what we've got happening on the screen here is actually Boba Fett. I wanted to make sure you could see that because Boba Fett only appears at a certain time of the day. There are multiple clips just spread out through the day just for an entertainment piece. They are pixelated, animated clips from the films. So that is a very exciting feature, Boba Fett. And then once I click on it, the image goes away. We get back to R2-D2, and I'll show you in just a second. We do have two shell designs. One is the classic R2-D2 shell, and then this beautiful. I should have stayed on the close-up. I apologize. Because this is the hologram version, and it is so beautiful. It's translucent. So it's this really rich translucent blue. Now this particular Tamagotchi, as you can see, R2-D2, he's got these little dust particles around him because I have neglected him overnight, a little bit on purpose just for you so I could show you how I get him cleaned up. So I will first just wipe away the dust. And that's just, so this Tamagotchi functions exactly the same as all other collaboration devices. You've got your classic 3 buttons, and the character on screen is R2-D2. And what you're doing to R2-D2, instead of hatching him from an egg and raising him and feeding him and giving him something to drink, this is a droid. This is an andromech droid. What do you do with a droid? You charge them up. So I'll see if I can do this backwards. There's the charging function at the top. The bottom was the games. So we select, a little harder to do upside down.
I imagine.
There's
and
the
you did your nails to match, Trish. I got to point that.
I had a little help from my daughter. But we're all very excited about this, obviously, because Star Wars is such an evergreen property, hotter than ever. Here he is getting charged up. So again, instead of nurturing him with food and drink, we've got him charging. We can do the wipe feature as well. This just kind of polishes him up and makes him happy. I don't know if you can see that clearly at all. I know there's a little bit of a glare. But the other thing that I would like to point out about this Tamagotchi is that it is entirely unique to the Star Wars universe. So in previous collaborations where Hello Kitty might have appeared to help raise your Tamagotchi or clean up after your Tamagotchi, this is R2-D2 and R2-D2's friends only from the Star Wars universe. It's just pure Star Wars, true to the fans. It's for the purists out there. We've got this great eye-catching packaging. It shows off some of the characters that show up. You don't get to raise other characters. This is purely R2-D2, but the other characters do show up in gameplay and in those kind of cut-in entertainment pieces that I mentioned earlier, that you saw with Boba Fett.
Now, this is not connected to Wi-Fi, I understand. Is that right?
That's right.
So tell us about is there any collaboration with friends, et cetera, or multiple Tamagotchis?
It does not talk to other devices. So all the friends that you make in this device are already in this device. And they are his existing friends. They're the fan favorite characters that people know and love, including some newer ones. I mean, it's not just original Star Wars. I've seen BB-8 show up. I mean, there's a lot of surprise characters. And of course, we're excited Boba Fett is in here because obviously that's the big new Disney Plus show for this holiday season. So we're very excited.
Tell us more about the play with this and the experience, and because you've got two fans here, two fan bases that you're appealing to.
Absolutely.
The Star Wars and the Tamagotchi diehards.
Right. And the Tamagotchi diehards they love collecting. This is something brand new, and obviously bringing in this new major brand that is very exciting for the fans. They cannot wait. They're waiting for that pre-order date, which we have not revealed to them yet. The Star Wars audience, I think this is something brand new and exciting for them. So and as you can imagine, it doesn't quite fit exactly into the mold of a Hello Kitty Tamagotchi or, Tama On or Tama Pick, some of the previous sub-brands of Tamagotchi. This is really a universal, gender-neutral type of property. And with that, you will find this Star Wars Tamagotchi in the entertainment aisle. So there are some retailers who recognize that this is, epic franchise that really appeals to that much broader audience. And I think the Star Wars fan base, they're not typically walking down that girls' electronic pets aisle, but they will find this in that collector section, entertainment aisle, and in some sidekicks, because this is something new for the holidays. So we did want to make sure that we can merchandise this properly. And with the gameplay, this is, like I mentioned, R2-D2 delivered direct from the factory to your hands. So it is one of your favorite characters in the palm of your hands. And since you're not raising him, you can't really, R2-D2 doesn't get bigger, right? But you can train him on so many different skill sets. So what the developers have done is they've created all of these different skills. I think this one is in like a scanner mode. So there are 19 different skills to train your R2-D2 on. So this one has like a little scanner prod coming out of his head right there. And with each, depending on what skill set you're on, you unlock a third game. So there are 2 standard mini games that come with each Tamagotchi, with each of these collaboration devices. This particular one has Put Out the Fire. Then there's a holographic chess game that you play with Chewbacca. And then the third one is a mystery. And this one gets unlocked depending on the skill set that you are on. So right now I'm trying to master that scanner that's coming out the top of his head. So if I click on this, that question mark, I get a countdown. This game's gonna start here. Oh, this one, let's see how my Vegas skills play out here. And we're trying to match these, obviously. Oh, I did that one. And third one, ooh, oh, I got it. So this one's a lot of fun. I'm
waiting for the coins to appear down at the bottom of the
I want the cha-ching. I know I haven't gotten them all correct in a row. Otherwise, I would be expecting my big payout. You can kind of hear R2-D2. He has his little chirping sounds. Let's see. I don't know if you can hear that.
We can.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, so this is the Tamagotchi, a little bit chibi, a little higher pitched than the R2-D2, but you can tell that there's a droid talking to us there. So like I said, 19 different skill sets. So the play pattern is different than your traditional Tamagotchi in that you don't go from, egg to child to teen to adult. This one is literally once you master a skill set, this takes you to another skill level. And they kind of branch out in these randomized patterns so that there is not, you can just bounce around from different skill sets. The other cool thing I meant to do it this weekend, and I feel like everybody might do this intentionally, is if you neglect your R2-D2 for too long, you saw that dust start to accumulate. Well, if you let that dust accumulate long enough, the Jawas will show up and take him away. So that's a surprise feature there for the fans. And, all of us are trained to take care of our Tamagotchi, make sure that they're completely fed and happy. And in this case, I feel like there will be some neglect just so that we can get a peek at those Jawas coming to take them away.
Any way to get them back if that happens?
Oh, yes, yes. So this is, we don't want R2-D2 to die, so that when he gets taken away, you will be delivered another R2-D2 droid. You'll be getting your next droid to develop in terms of training. So yes,
I was gonna say, sounds like really great fun, Trish. So tell us, is the expectation, and you kind of hinted at this before, that this is going to really broaden the appeal of Tamagotchi?
That is the expectation. We are seeing that excitement building already with those sneak peeks that you may have seen out there on the socials. Some of the more hobby type of channels have picked this up, and we're seeing some great response. I mean, Star Wars collectors want everything, and this is so unique. And of all characters that, Lucasfilm would ask us to develop, obviously this one makes the most sense. The egg shape and R2-D2's shape are the most similar, and it's such a great little piece. I mean, I think this one almost looks like both of them, actually. You just want to wear them as little accent pieces on your backpack, on your lanyard, wherever. I mean, it's just something you want to take around with you just to show off your fandom. So for sure, the expectation, Lucasfilm is completely on board with this. They, in fact, asked us to develop this. And so in terms of marketing, they are really speaking to their audience as well.
Really terrific. I guess even though the shape is perfect, as you mentioned, the R2-D2 shape, does that preclude other characters in the future through this collaboration from coming on board?
No, this just happens to be, the most perfect shape that I've seen with a collaboration. Hello Kitty, there was a design where it was intended to look like Hello Kitty. It was white with the bow and the whiskers, but it didn't translate so perfectly, I think, as this one. So if depending on the success and where we go with this, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there were more characters. As Star Wars continues to be the hottest property out there.
Really exciting. So give us the rundown on how people can get in line to get their hands on this.
Yes, well, pre-sale, as you know, starts August 3rd. You can log into online portals such as Amazon, Entertainment Earth. We've got online support, so you can pre-order your Star Wars R2-D2 Tamagotchi. And that pre-order will be fulfilled in November, as the launch date will be November 11th.
November 11th is the launch date, so you can get some play in before settling down with the family for Thanksgiving, right?
That's right. That's right. Or, people do all of their holiday shopping. We expect this to be in every stocking, under every tree. I want to hang a few of these as ornaments on my tree. But yes, this is going to be one of those hot ticket items for the holidays.
And is there a place people can go to just for more info?
For more info, they can go to Bandai.com, where you can get the full product details. And our socials are constantly being updated with more more details about our newest collaboration.
Very exciting. The site again is bandai.com, but you can go to amazon.com to jump in on the pre-order
That's right.
And then you'll just have to sit and wait until November for it, November
That's
11th.
right. Yes, I know. It's worth the wait, I promise. These are so much fun. Everybody can play. I know they look tiny on screen, but I've had some of my bigger colleagues able to play it as well. So it doesn't really matter the size of your fingers. It's easy to get in there and manipulate these buttons.
Again, the Tamagotchi Star Wars R2-D2. Trish Garrett, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you, Fred. Take care.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at C. Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.